Guys, I have a new addiction. I love the Gauntlet, but the problem is I am really bad at the Gauntlet. I managed to get myself 10 kills now, and I really want to move up to go towards the corrupted Gauntlet. I just want to talk about the Gauntlet today and how I personally think it is one of the best updates that Jagex has ever made. Now, I get it that I'm making this video probably a couple of years late, but I just want to tell you my experience with the Gauntlet so far. So I have always been a skiller, not a killer when it comes to RuneScape. I've always liked chopping trees and, mining rather than your typical Slayer task. Ironman mode is what really made me fall in love with going for Slayer and bossing and KC, and just training Slayer in general is just so important on an Ironman. So it really made me fall in love with combat. But your typical Slayer task is pretty simple, right? Like, you go up to Bloodvilles, you AFK them, and that's Slayer in combat, and that's pretty much how I did Slayer. In the high 90s of Slayer, I started to get into like PVMing, right? I would go to kind of bosses like Cerberus or maybe Kraken. Eventually got my way up to like Zulrah and stuff like that. But yeah, I slowly got into bossing, and I remember Zulrah, for example, took me like 2 solid months to go ahead and learn and get good at, right? Now, I probably could go to Zulrah in a couple of kills. I would have my rhythm back in and be able to camp Zulrah. And same goes for pretty much all of the other bosses in the game, the Abyssal Sire, Cerberus, Vorkath. You learn their mechanics of them. It's really hard to learn, but then after you do go ahead and learn it, it's so much fun, very rewarding, and you can get into the rhythm of it. Now, right now, I'm doing the Gauntlet. Now, why I think the Gauntlet is such a great piece of content is it reminds me of Dungeoneering so much. Dungeoneering was a skill before the evolution of combat back in the day, and was actually one of my favorite skills in the entire game. What you basically did is you raided a dungeon and then fought a boss at the very end. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the Gauntlet. People have been telling me for like a few years now, honestly, to go check out the Gauntlet, and I always was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the Gauntlet one day. Now I'm maxed, and I am struggling with the Gauntlet because I, didn't go ahead and fully learn it like a long time ago, and now I'm just getting to learn it, and it is freaking incredible content. Basically, you go through the dungeon and you find monsters, you go ahead and collect the shards and whatever resources is that they drop, and then you're going to want to go ahead and collect bark, fluff, and also ore in order to go ahead and make your armor. Also, you're going to need to craft weapons in order to go ahead and take down a boss. Now, there is tons of creatures inside of the, I'm going to call it like a dungeon, right? Inside of the creature, which you can go ahead and kill for extra drops and shards and whatever to help craft your armor and weapons. And then you have to go ahead and kill these things right here, which are demi little bosses. Like, if you look at this one kind of looks like a dark beast, right? You go ahead and kill them, and they give you your final weapon upgrade to get a tier 3 weapon. Then you go ahead and make your potions, your food, get your gear ready, and then you go ahead and take on the boss. Now, let me tell you, this boss was the toughest thing that I have ever done on old school RuneScape. Now, it's because I was new to it, right? Some people may say Vorkath's harder or Raids is harder, whatever, but learning this was crazy. I think this is such a good boss to go ahead and camp to make sure you get better at the game using things like F keys, prayer switching. Overall, I'm very impressed with the Gauntlet, and I think that Jagex really needs to go ahead and make more content similar. I've got tons of goals that I want to complete on this account right now, and I'm still grinding out that Dragon Warhammer, but I started to do this the other day and I haven't left. Every single time I die, I'm like, why did I die? And I need to keep getting better at it, and I haven't really been that addicted to RuneScape like this in a very long time. Every single time you go into one of these dungeons, it's a completely different every single time, and you have to go ahead, gather all of the materials you need to make your armor, weapons, potions, food, and you're on a time limit too. And when I upgrade to the corrupted Gauntlet, I can't imagine, because the time they make the time a lot less. I didn't know how to say that, but they decrease the time. So right now, just learning, I want to make sure that I master this every single time and make sure I can consistently get kills, and then I'm going to go ahead and work myself up to the corrupted version. And that makes me super excited. Now, this definitely wasn't the best run that I've ever done. Obviously, we still have 2 minutes left, so we could have explored maybe a little bit more, but I'm just cooking up the food right now in order to go ahead and take on the boss. I'm going to go ahead and get my inventory set up here as well. I know I should be using F keys and stuff. I'm still trying to learn how to do all that, but anyways, so we have 1 potion, which really isn't ideal. You usually want to get 2, and then I have the preferred, the attuned, the attuned, the attuned, and the preferred. So let's just go ahead and do a live commentary kill. This is going to be extremely embarrassing, so let's just go right ahead and get into it. So let's go ahead and attack the Hunliff. Oh, good hit right off the smacker. Let's go. Let's go. And then 4 attacks he switches, so he should be going to magic now. And I'm gonna put my staff on, try to do this as good as possible. I'm not a PVMer, by the way, a skiller. So let's see if we can get a kill here. It's gonna switch to range. And okay, so here is the tornado. You just pretty much want to run away from these. They just get more difficult and more difficult. I found it really helpful if you run here, if that makes any sense. Or sorry, eat food while running away from them. As you can see, we suck. We literally suck. Okay, switching to range now. Spamming my mouse, as you can see, man. I'm a little nervous doing this live. I don't even particularly love this type of content, but I'm wanting to get into it just because it is a lot of fun. I'm just bad at it, so that's why it's not fun. So here's the double tornado. So as long as we can avoid, I hate when these things are on the side as well. Oh, we missed the prayer there, man. Ooh, this is not looking too good, Put range prey on and attack. See, anyone can do the Gauntlet, like even me, with like pretty much no PVM experience at all. Oh, this is so bad, man. This is actually so bad. And there he puts your prayer off. Okay, he's gonna go to range now. If we can get a couple nice hits in here, we might save the day, really. Oh, now he's praying range. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, time to hopefully not die here. Eat up. Pray from magic. And we're going to get stomped and destroyed here, I think. Oh, we got pretty lucky there. He's going to take off my prayer. Pray that. Put this back on. Oh my god. This is how bad I am, guys. You guys think I'm so good at this game. I'm terrible, man. Can get a couple of good hits in here, we might be able to get the kill. Puts the prayer off. Yeah, you got to be like tick perfect. I found in here with some bosses in the game, I found that you can like mess up like really bad, and if it doesn't register, it will be okay, but not here. It seems to be constantly going at you. I find it like really fun the entire time. I just have an adrenaline rush when killing this boss, just because I'm like, I don't want to mess this up because oh god, we need to switch back. We still have a lot of food, so it's looking pretty good. Okay, also the tiles on the floor, for those who do not know, they can damage you. But anyways, look at that, we got a kill at the Gauntlet. Let's freaking go. I'm just so excited that I can kill it, man. And I've got a decent amount of food left. I just got to work in the attacks and build it from there. We got a dragon halberd there, rune plate skirt, and 7 crystal shards. So that is the 11th AC. Maybe one day we will do the corrupted. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I am addicted to the Gauntlet and love it so much. I'm probably going to be doing it a lot, which is going to really hold my progression back, but I just want to get good at it, and it's extremely fun to go ahead and do. And every time we will get better, right? My first 10 times that I went ahead and did it, I died, right? And I'm like, this is horrible. I just, researching it more, kind of making my own little rotations and whatever. Having these plugins as well is very helpful and useful for this. But yeah, 2023, I really want to get into PVMing, and I think this is a good way to start and learn. As you can see, I'm terrible, but anyone can do it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the entire video today. If you went ahead and watched the whole video, comment LOL because I suck. And yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one.